Hi babes, how are you? If you're new, how welcome. My name is Michelle and this is another reading. You guys wanted me to read on the situation with the Texas borders and the immigration and whatnot. So we're going to take a look into that again. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate for everybody. Keep in mind that these readings are only for your entertainment purposes only, and everything that I mentioned is alleged throughout the whole video. So with this said, let's move forward. You can always read the legal disclaimer that I always place before the reading on every video. So let's move forward. Okay, we got the Ace of Discs in the reverse, the Knight of Discs in the reverse, the Five of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Sun in the reverse, and the Three of Cups. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, we got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and that's pretty much what we got right now. Listen, the state that allegedly is going to be more affected with the immigration and everything that's happening is going to be New York. New York is going to be, and I know it's affected now, but it's going to get worse. Okay, it's going to get worse, just so you know, allegedly. Now, immigration is going to get super different now. Keep in mind, it's going to be allegedly a new law. It's going to be people are, allegedly, this new law that's coming, allegedly, right? It's not only going to affect the people coming through, it's also allegedly going to affect people already in the States that have been living in the States for a couple of years. Talking about allegedly into where it says that if somebody thinks you are undocumented, even if you are not, they're allowed to do allegedly a citizen arrest, allegedly, and to where they have to investigate if you are indeed or not. Now, this is quite difficult because allegedly, once again, a lot of people have been here for many years, and the situation is going to affect, again, not only people coming through, but allegedly also, let me just let this go, I was pulling my hair, also people who have been here for a long time. Now, there's big changes in the border allegedly here. Now, people who used to come from, for example, Mexico to the States to work and go back and forth, it's going to be super difficult to now. And now, allegedly here, anybody who's trying to cross eventually is going to, they don't have to worry about getting arrested. They have to worry about allegedly losing their life, because there's going to be a lot of people, armed people, even allegedly civilians wanting to be volunteers to help with the border situation allegedly, and to where people who are undocumented allegedly are going to be losing their lives allegedly. So it's something that they need to think, because it's not going to be easy allegedly here. Now, the alleged racism as well is going to come and an increase as well, into where people were to know where this person or people are from. For example, allegedly there's going to be a lot of racism. It's going to be a lot of unemployment. New York allegedly is going to look very bad. Actually, I do see economical downfall, things going up, allegedly trying to charge alleged people to get money from somewhere because they're running out of money. I do see that this causes there's going to be allegedly a protest very soon, into where a lot of people in New York are going to be in the streets, allegedly in front of the, how do you call this? It's like alcalde in Spanish, is the governor, because they want something being done. So allegedly, New York is going to be super affected, but eventually, allegedly, the people who are considered, the situation about alleged immigrants on streets and all that, they're going to be removed, and allegedly they're going to be given to a new camp that allegedly is going to be built to keep immigrants there, and they're going to allegedly stay there. They're going to be in it looks like a jail, but it's not a jail allegedly. It's like a camp, right? And they can't, allegedly there's going to be martial law also allegedly put for them, for the people who are allegedly in that camp, into where if they want to sleep there, they want to eat there, they want allegedly they have to be there by certain time. allegedly here for people who be to be there, the immigrants to be there, the ones that have had, that are allegedly causing the issue, right? Keep in mind that I have to say the alleged word because it's legal reasons. Allegedly they had to prove of like they are giving to society something, like not just being there and asking for money. Allegedly it's more about like, hey, you need to prove that you are indeed working, that you're indeed doing this, that you're doing voluntary work, something like that. So it's going to be extremely tricky, and this is something that allegedly is going to be proposed and literally approved within the day that it's approved, that's proposed. It takes like maybe 72 hours allegedly, and a lot of people approve it. And I do see happiness allegedly comes back to New York. That's what it sees like power comes back to New York. Allegedly, if the governor does not do this, allegedly he could be removed as well and somebody else takes over. But I do see a big change, specifically because I see the state that's more affected is New York here. I do see allegedly the border being reinforced into is going to be extremely risky. Not only just go through all the situations that that people go through to, I'm sorry, I'm just fixing my hair, get to the States, right? Is also going to be risky being nearby, because it's a lot of like reinforced now over there. So at this point, coming to the States in that matter allegedly is going to be very risky, and even staying here, even the people who already crossed, allegedly when this martial law starts, it's not going to affect citizens. It's going to affect just the alleged illegal immigrants that are already in the in the United States, that are in the streets and all that, because there's going to be protests. They're going to be removed, put into this camp allegedly, and anybody again who is like that, unfortunately, is going to be put in that, and they're going to have martial law allegedly here. Allegedly as well, I see that they're going to try to implement, hey, do you want citizenship? You have to join the army, and you have to be in the army certain years, and then allegedly you're going to be eligible for citizenship allegedly. And a lot of people who are not legal allegedly are going to enlist, and others are going to choose to, okay, if that's the only way I can, I'm gonna go back to my to the country of my origin. So I do see allegedly there's going to be a lot of deportation. Now I do see massive deportation towards the summer. Allegedly there's going to be a lot of like deportation towards it's going to be summer, and I do say summer because I do live in a very cold state. So this could be for example, this could be starting May all the way to the election months, because you guys know that 2024 is going to be the election years. So I do see a lot of Republicans, a lot of people working very hard to create the deportations, to people who unfortunately, are not legal and whatnot. They want to tell people that to not stress much about it, because allegedly it's telling me it's gonna get done. That's the word it's using. I do see the whole United States, if not a lot of states, a lot of people, a lot of civilians uniting to help to make the situation better. And I do see that it feels like it's out of control right now, but it does seem like it gets back in control and it gets back in order, and allegedly in a way, shape, or form, and things look better for citizens and looks better for the United States. And the people who are actually protesting and making the difference allegedly here. So I do see if you are a citizen of the United States, things are gonna get better. It's just allegedly gonna take a few, but it says like in a few months allegedly things get better and more organized. Right now it's all about strength. Leo energy is all about inner strength. It's all about patience. It's all about let things, because everything is a process, but allegedly things are being done or worked on. Allegedly here, anybody who thought that they were going to come to the United States and they were going to be given luxury, a lot of people did not know how the reality in the United States, and a lot of people are very shocked. And even before all of this happens, a lot of people are going to volunteering themselves to go back to the place of origin, allegedly. With the Chariot and the reverse right here, allegedly here, I do see that this happens because allegedly there's going to be unfortunately a crime allegedly in New York. It's going to be a very horrendous crime, because allegedly there's going to be allegedly there's going to be like 2 or 3 immigrants allegedly in New York that are going to allegedly unalive a taxi driver. And this taxi driver allegedly was a very good citizen. He had family and all of that, and allegedly they tried to rob him, but allegedly will go wrong. And unfortunately, this is gonna be the massive problem allegedly that's going to cause the protest and makes things move into where people who are just here for a new opportunity and a new chance are going to also be dragged into the situation allegedly, into where this is what the camps happen and all of that happens because allegedly of this crime that is going to allegedly spark very big and very intense. And yes, the people who allegedly caused this crime are going to be allegedly caught, but is going to be like the tipping drop that causes all this massive movement from not only civilians and of course civilians, citizens and everything to make things safer on not only New York but allegedly everywhere in the United States. And this is what causes all this movement that causes in a way to perform things to be improved, to be done more organized. It says that it does work. And it says right here that eventually allegedly the governor allegedly either or retires before or gets kicked out. But I do see Republicans allegedly and other people taking over New York allegedly. Here it says like we're gonna take over New York allegedly. So I do see that there's rearranging here into where immigration over there, because I do see that this is the state that's going to be the most affected. So if you live there, be careful because things are going to be very intense, but eventually, like I said before, towards like summer-ish, things go back to what people consider norm or the normal. It's talking about how allegedly justice is going to be served and things again get back to what the civilians wanted. So at this point it doesn't look good for immigration, for the immigrants. I do see allegedly there's going to be immigration changes in law. It's going to be super strict. The penalty allegedly is going to be, if not double or tripled for anybody allegedly either or driving or having people who are maybe illegal the same way. I do see allegedly people like, that's why I'm telling you that it's going to also affect people who's been here for many years, because it's going to actually be implemented even more stricter in the place of work, in renting, in buying homes. There's going to be a lot of investigation. Allegedly there's going to be people calling and said, hey, we just need this and this from you, and you might have been having that house for many years. Allegedly you could have that job for many years, and they're going to actually request something else, into where a lot of people are going to allegedly rather lose their job than, you know, get in trouble. So it's going to be like what happened years ago, but it's going to be 10 times more intense. Now the border is going to be super secured. Allegedly it's going to be all the way, not only in Texas, but it's going to actually allegedly go to New Mexico, Arizona, and, you know, all around Cali and all that. So allegedly it's going to look like military all around. Like people maybe are going to allegedly start to say like, hey, we're going to alleged war. It's not that. It's just like they're sending their National Guard and allegedly some people just to secure all the borders. So I get used to see a lot of, like, if you live in those states that are near the border, get used to see allegedly a lot of military, because it's going to be like that for many months, all the way to the elections and whatnot. So it's just adjusting to the new reality, and again, it's going to be very secured. Those are the plans, and it's going to be again, there's going to be armed guards, and people who are trying to come here in a way to perform illegally allegedly they shouldn't do it, because their life could be in danger allegedly. So it's best just to do it the right way, or just not do it at all, because it's just not going to be easy. Even if they happen to cross allegedly, the quality of life they're going to have and how it's going to be is they're going to feel like they're in prison allegedly, and it's because technically they will be, you know what I'm saying? So allegedly this is what I see, and things get organized as well, but I do see it's going to be towards like the hotter months, which for me it's summertime, you know, around summertime. Again, could be around May, starting in May all the way down, you know, allegedly, but this is what I see. So, you know, you can take it or leave it if you want to. It's your life. So I hope the person who asked me for this liked the reading. I do take requests all the time. So we're gonna finalize with the astrological dices. This is gonna be the overall energies for the reading today. So we'll start with the planet. The planet represents the situation, right? And we got here the south node. Let's see what the south node has to say. Where the heck is the south node in my... Okay, it says right here, pertaining to the past, what has already been lived, past karma. Like I said before, we're going to repeat exactly what we already lived. Like I told you before, allegedly it's going to be the same thing as in the past, but stronger. Now, we're going to go with the zodiac signs here. We got the emotional side. This is what the zodiac signs represents, the emotional side of the reading. We got Libra, and it says seeking balance, seeing both sides of the coin, people pleasing, forcing peace in stressful scenarios, submissive. And finally, we have the house, which represents the area of life. And we got the fourth house, and it says represents parental forces, domestic situation, and unending home life. Like I said before, a lot of things in immigration are going to end and going to change. So some people are going to find this happy news, others are going to be not so happy. Again, this is what I got for you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, you can also, I want to invite you to follow me on my other platforms. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Spotify. I do podcasts kind of weekly on English and Spanish. I also offer personal readings as well. If you want to double check any of those links, it's going to be always in the description box below, and you can also find it on the bio here on YouTube. So with that said, guys, have an amazing day. Many blessings.